In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on January 5th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Blackhawks versus New Jersey Devils. The impending clash between the Chicago Blackhawks and the New Jersey Devils presents a compelling matchup, with both teams situated at opposite poles of the current season standings. Chicago, struggling with an 11-24-2 record, holds the dubious distinction of possessing the worst standing in the Central Division. Conversely, the Devils boast a more favorable 20-14-2 record, making significant strides in the competitive Metropolitan Division with 6 victories in their last 10 games. Eager to ascend in their respective divisions, both teams are poised for an engaging showdown in their pursuit of improvement. The Chicago Blackhawks find themselves at 11-25-2 this season, facing a recent setback in a 4-1 loss to the Rangers. Despite narrowing the score to 2-1 in the second period, the Blackhawks were unable to find the back of the net for the remainder of the game. Outshot 32-22 and going 0-3 on the power play, Chicago is in the midst of a challenging 4-game losing streak, having succumbed to Nashville and Dallas twice. With a scoring average of 2.35 goals per game and a goals against average of 3.76, coupled with a 13% success rate on the power play and a 74% penalty kill rate, the Blackhawks are relying on Connor Bedard's stellar performance, leading in goals, assists, and shots on goal. The projected starting goalie for Chicago is Arvid Soderblom, sporting a 2-12-1 record, a 4.07 goals against average, and a .874 save percentage. On the opposing front, the New Jersey Devils showcase a 20-14-2 record for the season, highlighted by a recent triumph against the Capitals with a score of 6-3. Despite relinquishing a 3-1 lead in the second period, the Devils rallied to score the final 3 goals, outshooting Washington 28-26 and going 1-2 on the power play. The Devils' recent win against Washington was a rebound from a 5-2 loss to Boston, preceded by victories against Ottawa, Columbus, and Detroit, scoring an average of 3.53 goals per game and allowing an equal number in return. The Devils exhibit a 30.6% success rate on the power play and a 76.7% efficiency on the penalty kill. Jack Hughes spearheads the team's offensive efforts with 15 goals, 30 assists, and 136 shots on goal. Vitek Vanecek is the projected starting goalie for New Jersey, boasting a 13-7-1 record, a 3.35 goals against average, and an .883 save percentage. Chicago's offensive struggles in conjunction with New Jersey's formidable offense suggest that despite the Devils' goaltending concerns, taking them on the puck line in this back-to-back scenario presents a favorable opportunity. The Devils' offensive prowess, evidenced in recent games, positions them well to dictate the pace and secure early goals against Chicago's goaltending vulnerabilities, mirroring their success against Washington. While the Blackhawks may manage to score a goal or two, their defensive shortcomings and goaltending issues are likely to result in a substantial number of goals for the Devils. Persisting in their streak of losses, the Blackhawks, with a discouraging 4-16-1 road record, are not a team to favor in away games. In contrast, the New Jersey Devils, despite occasional home struggles, are capitalizing on a positive week and must seize these opportunities to advance in the standings. Given the Blackhawks' unimpressive away record, opting for the New Jersey Devils to secure both the victory and cover the spread as favorites is the recommended full-game side pick. Anticipating numerous scoring opportunities, the Chicago Blackhawks are poised to create significant offensive pressure against a New Jersey Devils defense allowing an average of 3.53 goals per game. Spearheaded by Connor Bedard, Philip Kurashev, and the forward unit, the Blackhawks are expected to penetrate the offensive zone, generating open shots through quick passes. Conversely, the Devils, with a recent track record of scoring 18 goals in the last 4 games, are likely to exploit the defensive vulnerabilities of the Blackhawks Blackhawks, who concede an average of 3.76 goals per game. Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Tyler Toffoli, and the forward unit are anticipated to capitalize on rushes, creating open shots through effective puck movement, while defensemen Luke Hughes and John Marino contribute to dissecting the Blackhawks' defense from the point. In a face-off between two of the NHL's weakest defensive and goaltending teams, the over appears to be the preferred choice for this game. New Jersey's capability to score 6 goals independently, coupled with their tendency to concede 2 to 3 goals per game, aligns well with the anticipated style of play. With the Devils fostering opportunities on both ends of the ice, their season record of 23-12-1 in surpassing the over, combined with Chicago's 19-16-2 record, indicates a likelihood of goals from both teams. Even in a back-to-back scenario, the Blackhawks are expected to capitalize on scoring opportunities against the Devils' goaltending, contributing to a high-scoring affair. Relying heavily on their offensive capabilities, the New Jersey Devils are poised for a high-scoring encounter from the onset of the game. As such, opting for over the projected total as our recommended full-game total pick, aligning with the anticipated offensive prowess of both teams throughout the match. Carolina Hurricanes versus Washington Capitals. The upcoming matchup between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Washington Capitals carries significant weight, especially considering the divergent trajectories each team is currently on within the Metropolitan Division. The Hurricanes boast an impressive 21-13-4 record, and their recent 4-game winning streak has propelled them into a commendable second place in the division standings. On the flip side, the Capitals, with an 18-12-6 record, find themselves in a slump, securing only 4 victories in their last 10 games and subsequently dropping to the 6th position in the division. The clash between these two teams, moving in opposite directions, promises to be a highly competitive and pivotal encounter as they both aim to enhance their standing in the Eastern Conference. As the Carolina Hurricanes approach this game, their primary objective is to extend their existing 4-game winning streak, a momentum gained from a convincing 6-1 triumph over the Rangers in their previous outing. Notably, Sebastian Aho spearheads the Hurricanes scoring chart with 43 points, showcasing his prowess with 15 goals and a team-leading 28 assists. Other key contributors include Seth Jarvis, Martin Necas, Michael Bunting, and Brady Escape, each bringing significant point totals to the team's offensive arsenal. In the goaltending department, the Hurricanes deploy Frederik Andersen, Antti Ranta, and Pyotr Kochetkov, each with notable records, reinforcing the team's solid foundation. Contrastingly, the Washington Capitals aim to rebound from a recent setback, having suffered a 6-3 defeat at the hands of the New Jersey Devils in their last contest. Leading the Capitals in scoring is Alex Ovechkin, tallying 24 points with 8 goals and 16 assists, closely followed by Tom Wilson, John Carlson, and Dylan Strome, who contribute significantly to the team's offensive output. In the goaltending realm, Darcy Kuemper, Charlie Lindgren, and Hunter Shepard play pivotal roles, aiming to fortify the Capitals' defensive efforts. Having previously met once this season, with the Washington Capitals securing a 2-1 overtime victory on the road, this rematch holds additional significance within the highly competitive Metropolitan Division. The Hurricanes and Capitals, situated in one of the most closely contested divisions, recognize the importance of this game in shaping their respective paths in the ongoing season. Analyzing the recent performances of both teams highlights the Hurricanes' superior form, boasting a 4-1-0 record in their last 5 games compared to the Capitals' 1-3-1. Additionally, the Hurricanes' overall roster strength is underscored by their second-place position in the Metropolitan Division, in stark contrast to the Capitals' 6th-place standing. Anticipating a robust defense, structured play, and reliable goaltending on home ice, the Hurricanes aim to capitalize on their offensive proficiency, presenting a formidable challenge for the struggling Capitals, currently ranking 3rd worst in goals per game. The stage is set for a potentially frustrating night for Washington, facing an opponent with playoff aspirations. While historical records may not categorize this matchup as a historic rivalry, recent encounters between the Hurricanes and Capitals have delivered intense and closely contested games, often decided in the final moments. The Capitals hold a 6-4 advantage in their past 10 head-to-head meetings, showcasing the competitive nature of their matchups. In their last 5 games, the Hurricanes maintain a commendable 4-1 record, outscoring opponents by a combined 17-8. The Capitals secured a narrow 2-1 shootout win earlier in the season, but the Hurricanes, riding a 5-0-1 streak in their last 6 away games, present a transformed and formidable challenge in this crucial divisional bout. Despite the Washington Capitals offering tempting plus-money odds at home and a relatively successful track record against the Hurricanes, winning 6 of their last 10 meetings, the inconsistency in stringing together wins throughout the season raises concerns. In contrast, the Carolina Hurricanes exhibit consistency, solid defensive play, and a noteworthy record of 4 wins in their last 5 road games. The Hurricanes' current form, combined with their offensive resurgence and reliable goaltending from Pyotr Kochetkov, positions them as the favored choice. Therefore, the Carolina Hurricanes money line emerges as our preferred full-game side pick. Sebastian Aho and Alex Ovechkin stand as the undisputed stars leading their respective teams, yet the pivotal role of goaltending becomes evident when examining their recent head-to-head encounters. Over the last 10 meetings, the under has prevailed with a 6-3-1 record, emphasizing the impact of outstanding goaltending. The average combined score in their past 5 matchups stands at precisely 5 goals, further highlighting the defensive nature of their contests. Although the Hurricanes exhibit a 6-4 over trend in their past 10 overall games, their recent away games have seen them allow a mere 8 goals. Conversely, the Capitals show an under trend of 6-4 over the same time frame, with their last 4 home games witnessing fewer than 2 goals scored per game. Despite the offensive talents on both teams, the emphasis on defensive prowess suggests a grind-oriented game. Thus, under the projected total emerges as our preferred full-game total pick for this matchup. Winnipeg Jets vs. Anaheim Ducks. The upcoming matchup features the Winnipeg Jets facing off against the Anaheim Ducks at the Honda Center, with the Jets boasting a commendable record of 23 wins, 9 losses, and 4 ties. On the other hand, the Anaheim Ducks enter the game with a record of 13 victories, 23 defeats, and 1 tie. In a prior encounter this season, Winnipeg emerged victorious in a head-to-head battle between the two teams. Following a challenging game against the San Jose Sharks on Thursday night, the Winnipeg Jets find themselves on the road once again, this time locking horns with the Anaheim Ducks. In their recent Tuesday game against the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Jets showcased their offensive prowess by scoring 4 goals, securing a win with a 2-goal margin. With an average of 3.36 goals per game and a solid defense giving up only 2.47 goals, the Jets are currently ranked 11th offensively and an impressive 2nd defensively. Noteworthy performances from key players like Mark Sheffield and Josh Morrissey contribute to their overall strength. After this clash with the Ducks, Winnipeg is scheduled to face off against Arizona, Columbus, and Chicago. Despite a commendable effort against the Toronto Maple Leafs in their previous game, the Anaheim Ducks fell short in overtime with a final score of 2-1. On the season, the Ducks maintain an average of 2.51 goals per game, while their defense concedes an average of 3.35 goals. Ranking 29th in offensive performance and 23rd defensively, the Ducks rely heavily on standout player Frank Vatrano, who has scored 18 goals and provided 9 assists. Facing a Winnipeg team on the second night of a back-to-back, the Ducks will need to capitalize on their opponent's fatigue. Upcoming matches for the Ducks include matchups against the Red Wings, Predators, and Hurricanes. With a 3-game winning streak and triumphs in 2 of their last 3 road games, the Winnipeg Jets are currently in top form. Their offensive prowess was evident with a total of 11 goals in the last 3 games, coupled with a solid performance on special teams, converting 17% of power play opportunities. However, the Ducks have struggled in their last 3 home games, conceding a total of 11 goals. While successful in killing over 80% of penalties, the Ducks face a daunting task against the defensively sound Jets. The Jets, on the other hand, have excelled defensively, allowing only 6 goals in their last 3 games. With the Ducks losing 3 consecutive home games and struggling offensively, the Jets are poised to maintain control. Recent meetings between the Winnipeg Jets and the Anaheim Ducks have seen the Jets dominate, boasting an impressive 8-2-0 record in their last 10 encounters. In these matchups, Winnipeg has averaged 3.5 goals per game, while Anaheim has managed only 2.5 goals per game. The defensive and goaltending capabilities of the Jets, ranking 2nd in goals against per game and 7th in shots against per game, underscore their overall superiority. Conversely, the Ducks have faced offensive challenges, scoring 2 or fewer goals in 6 of their last 9 games, currently ranking 29th in goals per game and 26th 26th in shots per game, the Ducks are up against a formidable opponent in the Winnipeg Jets. Entering this game on the second night of a back-to-back, the Winnipeg Jets have demonstrated remarkable proficiency on the road this season. Their defensive strength, limiting opponents to an average of 2.47 goals per game, is a key factor as they face an Anaheim team averaging only 2.51 goals per game. With the Ducks on a 3-game losing streak, being outscored 11-3 in those games, the two teams are trending in opposite directions. The Jets, being one of the top teams in the NHL, are expected to capitalize on their defensive prowess, so the Winnipeg Jets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The offensive statistics paint a compelling picture for both teams. The Winnipeg Jets, averaging 3.36 goals per game and 3.19 goals per game on the road, have consistently demonstrated their scoring capabilities. In their last 3 matchups against the Ducks, they averaged 4 goals per game. Conversely, the Anaheim Ducks, averaging 2.51 goals per game and 2.43 goals per game at home, have struggled to maintain a consistent offensive presence, averaging only 2 goals per game in their recent encounters with the Jets. The historical trend indicates that 5 out of their last 9 meetings have resulted in a total score falling under the projected total. Highlighting the contrasting performances, the Ducks' offense has struggled, scoring 2 or fewer goals in 6 of their last 9 games. This places them at the 29th position in goals per game and 26th in shots per game. In contrast, the Winnipeg Jets' defensive capabilities shine, ranking 2nd in goals against per game and 7th in shots against per game. Key goaltenders Connor Hellebuck and Laurent Brossoit further fortify the Jets' defensive strength, boasting impressive goals against averages and save percentages. With Winnipeg conceding only 2.44 goals per game on the road, the Ducks are likely to face challenges in scoring enough goals to surpass the total. Considering Winnipeg's defensive prowess and the Ducks' recent offensive struggles, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.